So here's a situation. We have a door where it just doesn't want to stay closed. The old latch doesn't work. It's to the attic, so it's not a door used a lot. But we don't want it blowing open or just coming open and then the dogs run up there. Now we could go with something like this. I'm not saying these are bad, but here's the problem. The screws are tapered, as you can probably see there. The holes are tapered. Well, that's really nice. It looks nice. But the problem is there's no forgiveness. If this thing is not perfect, it will not work. If the door warps or moves at all, it will not work. It has to be perfect. If you don't get those holes in exactly in the center of everything and everything's lined up, it's not going to work good. It's like fighting the latch all the time. So I'm not saying they're bad. Sometimes you need them. Sometimes you have to put up with it. But in this situation, went out in the garage, found a stick of wood that was about the right width and length, or not length, I cut it, but width and side. Cut it, put a little angle on it with the handsaw, rasp it a little bit, put a hole in it. The trick here is, set this down, the trick here is don't screw it in too tight. And make sure when you put it on that the door can open when it's open. So right here we should miss. And that's just the door hitting its normal hit, probably in there, which is okay. And then we just twist it. Now sometimes if you don't get this screw perfectly straight, also I pre-drilled it before I put the screw in because this is hardwood or a harder wood and it's old and I don't want to split it. You're drilling pretty close to the edge. So pre-drill it good, put the screw in and don't tighten it a lot. I mean, just put it, also this hole that goes into here needs to be bigger than the screw so that this can turn without turning the screw. But real simplistic. I had a little bit too tight in it. You can see where it wore the paint a little bit, but these are all going to be repainted anyways. So I could loosen it up even more, but because the screw is slightly slanted, I didn't mean to do that, but that's what happens. If I go like this, it works really good. If I try to go like this, it doesn't work quite as good, but it does work. So either way, it does work. And over time, if this loosens up too much, you just tighten it a little bit. So that's old school door latch. And in some situations, it's the way to go.